Okay, well, I was going to leave it as a surprise, but here he is.
Yeah,
Shane Ritchie, everyone. He's taken to the stage at the Bristol Hippodrome. You're playing Dick Whittington. You've had the script specially written for you. That's a big accolade.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, last time I played Dick Whittington was must have been about 8 years ago. So I'm kind of looking at the script now, and I've changed some of the gags, and I've gotten to. But I mean, the show's fantastic because it's literally come straight from the Palladium. And that was on last Christmas, and it's coming to Bristol. And I remember talking to the producers, Michael Harrison, who's produced all my pantos, and he said, "How do you fancy going to Bristol?" I said, "I'd love to." But what show are we going to do? He said, "I'm going to take the Palladium show there." I said, "You can't, it's too big." And there's very few theatres around the country that can take it, but thankfully the Hippodrome's one of them. So I don't want to give too much away, but the end of Act 1, I kind of went, really? We're going to make that work in Bristol? I mean, on the Palladium
Because
stage.
you've literally brought, he's saying you've brought the play. You mean the stage, the
Everything,
set,
the special
everything's come with you?
Everything's come with us. I think we've even got the doorman from the Palladium's come with it. No, but the special effects are incredible. And it's probably one of the biggest, after 30 years now, this is probably the biggest one I've done.
Well, it comes with sort of all of Kudos's pantos. They're all massive, aren't they? The stages are huge. There's so much glitter, you need sunglasses. And now here on the Bristol Hippodrome stage, you're going to be bringing those incredible things. But let's talk about Bristol for a minute.
Yeah.
What do you think of the city?
I love it. I mean, I've been coming here for years now. Back in the 80s, when I was out of work as an actor, and I remember doing a tour and doing some of the clubs in Staple Hill.
Staple Hill, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, everyone says that. I loved it. I mean, it was a lot of working men's club. I still smell of beer mats and tobacco stains on my shoes. And then I came here in the 90s. I did a musical called Boogie Nights, which I co-wrote and produced. And then in the 2000s, I did the musical Scrooge. And then last year, I was here doing the play Not Dead Enough. It's interesting, in London, when you would talk about touring years ago, you'd say, oh, yeah, you're doing Manchester, Edinburgh, London, maybe Birmingham. And Bristol never got a mention. And now we talk about tours. Bristol's always in there. It's looked upon now as one of the big tour dates. So people say, oh, you're going on tour. Where we're going? Oh, all the major cities, London, Manchester, Birmingham and Bristol.
It's made it.
Yeah,
we're finally up there.
You're there in the theatrical ether now. And every time I come back, I notice there's a new hotel and it's getting bigger and it's getting more cosmopolitan. I mean,
it's a pretty city, isn't it?
It is, and it's getting very, I mean, I don't want it to be like London, but I find it's becoming very much like London. You've got these little pockets now. I mean, I love antique markets, and I love buying old classical books, and I think this is probably the greatest place in the country to come and look for classical.
Do you know, like on a weekend, literally out there on Corn Street, is a massive bric-a-brac with antiques. My dad loves it.
Yeah, and I'm the same. Nice to see you again, son. And I absolutely love it. And one of the reasons why I wanted to come back to Bristol, it's not because I love working at the Hippodrome, but because I've got a lot of children. It's like the Von Trapp family on tour, like the circuses, the Ritchie Circus comes to Bristol. But there's so much to do for kids over the Christmas here as well. So I'm looking forward to it.
Good stuff. Well, Shane Ritchie is going to be playing Dick Whittington on the stage. Well, I wasn't going to say any of that, but Shane, if you're happy for us to go there, but we're not though. We're going to play a bit of Bristol this or that. So you know a little bit about the city. So I'm going to put you on the spot here and get you to decide. So first up, Bristol landmarks, the Clifton Suspension Bridge or the SS Great Britain?
Suspension.
Suspension, yes, I would have gone with the Suspension Bridge. Okay, Bristol modes of transport. Which would you prefer, a hot air balloon or a bicycle?
Electric scooter.
That's new. I mean, we'll add a third to the list.
Can we do? But I mean, certainly, I'd get around here on bicycle because I have my bike in the back of the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I bring my fold-up bike with me everywhere I go now.
So I've been seeing those electric scooters around London a lot.
Have they made it here yet?
No, we've got the bikes that you can hire for an hour or two, but we've not got the electric scooters yet.
It's only a matter of time.
Okay.
I've got one. Dare I say it?
It's the future, everyone. Electric scooters. Now, finally, okay. Bristol football teams, Rovers or City?
What? Okay. I worked at Breen Sands, which is down near Weston-super-Mare, many years ago, back in 1981, and I remember doing a gig for Bristol City, the players back then. I compare the show, so it's got to be the City Boys for me. Are we falling out?
No. I have to remain impartial working
Western
for the local
Supermare's not
t-shirt.
far from here, is it?
No, it's literally down the motorway.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid the blue side of the city